My manager tells me we need to start managing our product life cycles. What does that mean and what can I do? Okay, last time we talked about the product lifecycle and product lifecycle management as a key business and marketing technique. Today we're going to look through stages 3, 4 and 5 of the lifecycle. Okay, stage 3 called the maturity stage. If stage 2 is early majority, then stage 3 is where the majority of your business will come. You're probably going to reach the maximum sales of your product in this stage of the lifecycle. So now's the time to ensure that you're really ready to ramp, you really have the volume, and you really can ensure your returns. And you'll need to make sure that the elements of the marketing mix are right to do this. So think through price and price changes. Think about the way you design and run promotions in this stage. Make sure you maximize and optimize your channel strategy. And don't forget, sometimes you can actually repackage your product to communicate the value more quickly. You need to protect yourself from competition here as well, because it'll be most fierce at this stage. Others are going to see the profit you're making and they're going to want some of that action. Now, that might start to affect unit profits, particularly running things like promotions. But here we're now looking at profit in total, not only unit profit. To maintain your profit levels, you will also need a clear brand story. Make sure you have a differentiated product and a differentiated story that really highlights the features of your product. Okay, stage 4, decline. Now, don't confuse this stage as death. Sometimes people combine decline and death into two stages, and I think that's a mistake. For decline, starts to see the reduction in revenue, it doesn't signal the end. We've returned the majority of the ROI we're going to get for the product. Now we need to squeeze out what's left. Now, depending on the product, this may mean raising or lowering your price significantly. Either way, you want to look at the maximum efficiencies around manufacturing and distribution. By the way, this is not necessarily the time to spend more on sales and marketing either. If you've already done that sort of thing, then you're okay. And if possible, raise the price. Get as much money out of this thing as you can. Okay, stage 5, death. At some point, the revenue profit will decline to a point where really you want to close the line down, you want to stop offering the service. If you're doing a job, you've already got another product, by the way, lined up filling in the revenue gap that this leaves behind. And you should be managing your resources. So you've planned for this day. You shouldn't have to suddenly shut down manufacturing or something. You really should have seen this coming. The end of sales and distribution, of course, doesn't, though, mean the end of your responsibility or the end of the life products, the end of life of the product. Customers who rely on your product or service may expect you to be around for some time, and you may have a legal or financial liability that goes way beyond just the simple manufacturing. Okay, so that's the stages of the product life cycle. Next time, we're actually going to look at some ideas on how to extend the life of your product. All products die in the end. The trick is to manage the decline, to optimize your return, and keep your customers satisfied.